right there. Okay, hang on. It's
recording is on.
There's my girl. All right, so I was getting some interesting stuff from her when I started my meditation, and I'm gonna see if I can pull her back. Very opinionated woman. Very much enjoy her though, because she has, how do you say it? She has a way about her. So we're going to get into this. So what I want you to do right now is I'm going to count back from 5, and then I'm going to listen to classical music for 60 seconds in my headphones. And that's going to be a way of me zoning out to connect with you. And during those 60 seconds, I need you to focus on her and bring up memories, bring up thoughts, bring up good times, bring up love, like just visualize it in your head or feel the experience. Okay. And then after about 60 seconds, we're going to start to channel. Okay. Okay. And I may get the 60 seconds wrong, because as soon as I get in the zoned out state, time doesn't matter to me. Okay. So hang out with me. Okay. Let's do it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Is that seriously the first thing? I'll tell you what I'm saying in a second. Give me 60 seconds. Hang on. Oh, it's funny. Hang on. Okay, I don't know if that's 60 seconds, but I have to tell you what's going on right now. I said, what happened to you? She goes, I died. I died. And I go like this. And I'm like, I don't know, with like nails on it. I'm like, okay, why? She's like, I didn't mean to. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. And I'm like, look. She's like, look how pretty I was. Do you see? Look how pretty I was. I'm like, I know, you're freaking gorgeous. She was like, and she's talking about her butt for some reason, about like wanting it to be more, or like this. I'm like, it looks great. She's talking about like me having like this tiny little cute, and I'm like, you didn't have, I know, I get it. And then she's getting into like, she's talking about that's what I was laughing at first. That's why I was laughing, because I'm like, is this really the first thing we're bringing up? Another thing she talks about is she's all into, she goes, hold on. Does New York or something have to do with any of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
New York.
Are they really? Okay. Because she talks about like having like island flavor or something like that. Because she goes, island flavor.
Yeah.
Like, where are they from?
We're Dominican. We're Caribbean.
Okay. She goes like this. I'll show you exactly what she did. Sorry, I'm wearing a jacket right now. Hang on. I'm talking to her. I go, so what do you want to tell me about you? She goes, it's about the island flavor. And I was like, she goes, but we're in New York. We're from New York. And I'm like, well, how does that make sense? Where does that come from? Hang on. Then she makes fun of like her stomach. She's like, it's not like yours. I'm like, oh my God, why are we doing this right now? I'm like, yours is beautiful. You're great. Hang on. Hold on. She's very talkative. She's talking about somebody wanting her. Hang on. Is there an aggressive male somewhere like dealing with her?
Well, yeah. Well,
yeah. Doesn't cause her death or something, but she's just like, she's talking about like this guy that's like always up on her ass or something like that. Just like making, I don't know. We'll dive into that a little bit later. Hang on. Wait. She calls you baby cousin. So she's like, that's my baby.
Yeah, she's my cousin's ex-girlfriend, and they were together since they were like teenagers. And now we like, she basically became my cousin.
That's okay. 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 That's cool. That's cool. Cause she's really like wait, well, how many years apart are y'all? Just like 5?
More than, yeah, like she has to be 30 something now. So yeah, and I'm 27. I just turned 27 yesterday.
Oh my God, happy birthday. Oh, that's cool. This is the perfect birthday gift too, isn't
Yeah.
it? Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. Cause she's like, that's my baby cousin. But I'm like, where does the line come in? It's just kind of like this big bomb thing. Hang on. Hang on. Hold on. Does he have 2 kids?
He has 1.
Okay. Okay. Cause she's talking about, she's like, we have a kid together.
Oh yes, they do. Gucci, her dog.
There
He
you go.
dog when for her birthday 1 year, and that he's been, yeah, that's
her baby.
Yeah,
So that's the 2. Okay. 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 Cause she's talking about like having 2 things to watch over, 2 things to take care of. Hang on. Hang on. She says, I went out spicy just like I did in my life. What does that mean? So how did this happen? Let me ask her and see if I can figure this out. Hang on, or if she'll tell me. Hang on. Hang on. Wait. She's talking about your hair now. I don't know why we're talking. I'm like, get back on the thing of passing. Come on. Come back with me. Hang on. Wait. Were they before she passed? Were her and the guy? So I guess this is your actual cousin. Were they on like not so great terms at that point?
they were like going through some situations.
Cool. Okay, because she's talking about. I said, so what happened? I said, how devastated was he? Like, how does this go? And she's like, oh, he shed a tear. She was like, but we were like, at that point, like we're back and forth. Hang on. She grabs his chin. She's like, I love that man though. Like this. Hang on. Hang on. Wait, wait, wait. It's like you talk about her like she did, or something like that. I don't know what that means. She's like bringing up a memory from you or something. Hang on. Hang on. Why does she keep pointing to her chest? She keeps pointing to her chest. Hang on. She's healthy though. Why? Why is she saying it was making me really hard, giving me a really hard time to breathe? I don't know what that means. Hang on. I feel like it's something much more traumatic than that, but she keeps like hitting on breathing, and I don't know why, because it's not that. Hang on. Lickety split out like a light. Did her passing go like this?
Yeah.
Okay, because she's like lickety split out like a light. I'm like, okay, hang on. She said I didn't want to go. I was in the thick of it. Hang on. Why is she almost like blaming her passing on somebody else or something else? What happened with her?
She died of cancer.
Okay, what is the hard breathing part? What is the hard breathing part?
She started not being able to breathe like throughout the process.
Okay, because she keeps going like laboring my breathing hardcore. I'm like, okay, hang on. Let's see where that is though. Hold on. Did it go? What is up with her intestines? Did it hurt her intestines or something like that?
Like it started messing with her whole entire body. So like she started having to get surgeries on her stomach. And like she would like show us her stomach and she'll be like, look what happened with my stomach. But like she was insecure about it.
That's why she keeps talking about the stomach part. No wonder. Okay. She goes, because she talks about, she's like, did you know you could get cancer there? Like, I didn't know. Like, it started messing, like I couldn't potty, and stuff like that. And like, it's like, hold on. She said that fucker ate me up like that. And I'm like, How do you get, she's still so confused at how she got it. Like, how do you get it? How do you get it? How do you get it? Hang on. I kept having pains. Is that how she found out? She's like, I kept having pains.
Yeah, she kept calling my grandma that she was like having pains and stuff.
She's saying, I'm asking her, how did you find out? She's like, I kept having pains, like, ah. And I'm like, oh, hang on. Okay, so she did go through treatment. She says, I went through treatment. She goes, I said, did you do treatment besides surgery? Was there? She was like, oh, yeah. That just made me feel like shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I get it. I understand. I had it too when I was 5. I understand. Hang on. She won't show me what she looked like before she passed. She's talking about, she goes, I look young and hot there. She's like, I look like an old woman when I was gone. I was like,
no, she didn't.
That's what I know. That's why I'm like, you do not. There's absolutely no way that that could have been a thing. Hang on. Wait. She keeps hinting at eating. What type of cancer was it?
It was lymphoma, I believe. All lymphoma.
It's all okay, lymphoma. So yeah, so it attacks all the lymph nodes and everything and goes to your lung. Ah, that's why. Okay. That's why it's everywhere. Okay. Hang on. She's talking about thinking it was like thyroid at first, or like thinking it was a thyroid issue at first. And I'm like, no, that's a little bit different. Hang on. She said apparently she had it for many years. That's what she's talking about. Is it a, hold on. Is the dog and the kid is like one a boy and one a girl?
Yes, the dog. No, the dog is a girl and the girl and the baby's a girl. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. Because she keeps talking about cute little girl, and I'm like, okay, because it's like a mini me of her, and I'm like, okay. And then she talks about like, hang on, was the dog a small dog when she had it? Like, is it small? Okay, because she keeps carrying like this, like, oh, I can take that thing with me everywhere, like this. But I feel like it's bigger than that, like,
yeah,
yeah. Okay. Cool. Hang on. She's just making me feel the feel in my arm. And that's why I'm like, what is this? Hang on. Wait. Would they bring the dog to see her?
Yeah.
Okay. Aww. She says, she's talking about you. She says, I love you, baby. She's like, don't worry. I made it over. She made it over. She's fine. She's okay. Hang on. She says, they were praying for me. She was like, you would have thought are they Catholic?
Yeah.
Okay. She's like, this is the only reason I say that. She goes, they're praying for me. They were praying for me. She goes, you would have thought I had all the saints with me. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, you're Catholic. Got it. Hang on. Whoever has, she's telling you to stay in the child's life. Are you not in her life right now?
Yeah, I am. Like, we try to be there around her.
Okay, cool. She's like, stay in her life, like that, like wanting you to do it. And then she's also talking about, hang on. Wait, is he with another woman now?
Yeah, that's it. Have a kid together.
Okay, because I go, what about him? How is that going? She's like, he's with another woman now. Like, they take care of him like that. Hang on. She's like, not nearly as flashy as me, like all that. And I'm like,
that sounds like her.
This is what happens. This is what they do. Hang on. She had a ton of operations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she did.
Yeah. She's talking like she's opening up like 5 or 7 times, like a lot. But why? Hang on. God, Lord knows they made it. So on her last day, she's saying, Lord knows they made it quick. So did she go downhill really quickly at the end?
Yeah.
Okay. Because she's talking
fast.
Really? Okay. Because I'm asking her, I'm like, how long was the process at the end? Like, I'm telling her, I'm like, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. That's really traumatic. She's like, oh, the Lord made it quick, like that. I'm like, okay. Hang on. She wants to mention an older female. I guess it's like, is there like a grandmother that's
My,
in the okay, okay. She's like all up in this woman's grits right now. And I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Hang on, hang on. Is there a grandfather passed?
yeah, my grandfather passed.
Cool, awesome. Cause she's like, oh, I have the old man, like talking about that. Like we're here, like giving him a kiss like that, but like we're not it's okay, this whole thing. Do you want me hold on.
To keep
Yeah,
going.
yeah. Hang on. I asked her if she's going to try to come back in. Is she going to reincarnate because, you know, how young she was or whatever? She's like, no, I'm good right now. I'm good right now. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Hang on. She's talking about like, I don't think the world had enough room for two of me. And I'm like, and I'm telling her, I'm like, you know, you totally come back as a dude this next time, right? And she's like, I'd rock it. And I'm like, I know you probably would too. Hang on. Like that. She would be a beast. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Do you model yourself after her?
Yeah, like we all do. We like it was just cousins that
Yeah.
fell in love with her. So
Wow.
everything our way is always like, what would Sonelda do? What would do? How let's do it like Sonelda.
Yeah. Okay. Because she's like, oh, they model after me. They like model after me like that. And I'm like, okay. Hang on. Hang on. Hold on. She's talking about always, she's like, I wasn't a saint. I was like, I know none of us are. She was like, but I would always speak my mind. And I said, I know. Hang on. She's like, don't let anybody like push you around or boss you around, like that whole thing. She's all into that. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, wow. She wasn't. Wow, they went through some ups and downs. Hang on. Wait. She talks about missing the food. Hang on. Aww. So she just barely got into her life and this hit her. She's talking about like she didn't have time to go to school or anything yet at that point. I'm like, so what did you do? You know, she's talking about not being able to get the career that she wanted to, not being able to go to school for that. Like by the time that she got sick, that was when all this shit went down. Like that's the age we're supposed to be doing it. And she's talking about like wanting to help people, like wanting to really do this better life to like bring honor to the family or bring joy, like just having all this. Hang on. I said, well, if you wanted to, I said, would you have more? Because she's like, I had 2 or 3 of them. I would have 2 or 3 of them. I was like, I know. Hang on. They have me up. They have me as an angel. Do we have her as an angel or something somewhere?
We all like, so when she died, her family and my family like went really hard, and we like started making things about her. I have a tattoo of her. There's people that have tattoos. My cousin, he has a whole portrait of her on him.
Wow. Okay, yeah, she's talking about being on everybody's shoulders. That hang on. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. He says, is her nose crooked on the portrait?
I don't know. I haven't checked. I believe so, because she always had a problem with her nose.
Okay, ask, because she's talking about, she's like, my nose is crooked on there. And I'm like, can you stop? Your nose is not crooked at all. Shut up. Like, not at all. I'm like, I have a Jewish nose. Don't even go there with me right now. Hang on. Hang on. There's a heftier gentleman that she wants to give a hug to. I guess he's another cousin, a heftier gentleman. Hang on. I don't know who that is. Not fat, but just like.
It could be his brother.
Yeah, like, oh, like that. And I don't, hang on. Because he's a lot skinnier than him, correct?
Yes, his brother.
Okay.
Yeah, her boyfriend was way skinnier than the brother.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because she's talking about like the boyfriend looked like a noodle, like in a good way. And then talking about the other one looks like a beefcake, like that, or just like a lot heftier. Hang on. Hold on. I want to ask her what she thinks about like what's going on with you, what's going on with him. Hang on. Hold on. See, this is the, hold on. I'm trying to ask what happened to her too. Hang on. It's weird because she's showing me flowers. And so, hold on. She's talking about always one. Did she never go back to the Dominican?
No, she
Okay, because she keeps talking about always wanting to go back. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? Okay, cool. That's, hold on. Hold on. Is she cremated?
yeah.
Cool. She shows me pretty little thing. I'm like, okay, hang on. Did they split her up?
Probably her family members.
Okay, because she says I'm all over Timbuktu, like I'm everywhere, and I'm like, okay, okay. Wow, was she really close to her mom?
Really, yeah, with everyone in my family actually.
Because she's going up, and obviously I don't know if mom is shorter than her, but she goes up and like puts her hands on her head and like gives her a kiss, like right here, like that. So that's why I'm asking. Hang on. She says, "Thank you for being thank you for being one of the best parts of my life." So it's like you being in that whole section. So did a really good job. She's doing a really good job. Do you have any questions for her right now?
As my question is to her,
Yeah.
is more like with my sister. My sister was actually her favorite.
Yeah.
My sister wanted to know how she was and like what does she do? How can she do better to transition in her life? Because she feels stuck.
Ah, okay. Hang on. Also, while I'm here too, let me look at that too. What is your sister's birthday?
December 3rd. But they're twins. It's two twins.
Ah, okay. Hold on. Well, I'll get into her too, but I can tell you that sister for December 3rd, depending which one, they're always going to be very caring towards everybody else. They can kind of be people's doormats as well. And so they kind of put up this really hardcore front. Also with their number 3. So that means they always like to be the person in the middle of the group, like making everybody laugh, making everybody a part of it.
December 4th. Wow.
That's okay. That's okay. And no, just the 3 in general. And then at the same time with that, what happens is that they sometimes think too far into things and they want it to be planned constantly. And when that plan doesn't go that way, or if they don't see the plan ahead of them, they feel stuck, but they just kind of have to let that go. But hang on really quick. Hang on. She is spiritual though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hang on. So she says, I keep pushing her, but she doesn't want to move. I don't know what that means. Hang on. She says, you're thinking too hard. You're thinking from the top. Hang on. Is she like on the precipice of like changing a career or changing school? Is that a thing?
Doesn't want to be a teacher anymore.
Okay, cool. Like she's like, it's career, that like this big thing. And she says that's the whole thing that goes along with that. She's like, you're thinking too hard. You're thinking from the top, which means for me is like, you know, I can say, oh, I want to go to business school. I want to get my business degree. And automatically I'm saying, I want to be a CEO. I don't know how to get there. Right. I'm just not doing it. Right. Because you're stunting yourself because there's all these different paths you have to go up into. Hang on. You know what the sister would be really, really good in? She would be really, really good. Has she ever thought about going into like social work and stuff like that, or helping getting kids out of really bad situations?
No, she hasn't.
Okay. Only reason I'm saying that is because she's she has this super caring type of thing about her, like this level about her, but she's super organized and she wants things to always fall into place. Yet she has the mindset and the know-how to get things done. And with that, it would kind of loop everything around. She could be able to still work with kids, but work with families, but then have a deeper meaning to it. But she would also be like the big boss of herself, going around getting all this shit done, making sure things like where kids need to go, or like how this has to be. And so she can really be the boss of her own empire, but at the same time still having that type of family connection. The teaching thing is fine, but she says she's bored. She's also fed up. And I'm like, I know. That's why I'm going to tell her too. And she's talking about, she says she's not going to get anywhere going there. So I would say move, hang on. Wait, does she work with like inner city kids right now?
Yeah.
Okay, she say, I was like, what does she do? Private school? She's like, oh, she works with inner city kids. And she keeps showing me like her getting like hammered down. And so I'm like, oh my God, that's terrible. Hang on. Hold on. I would have her look into working with like the state, working with relocation, working with, like I said, in almost like family cases, or like, you know what I'm getting into? Yeah, that would be a really good thing with her, because she's still on the level of making a big difference, but it's more order. And then she can also be that savior and that boss of that area. And she'd do really, really well too. She would have this meaning, and from where she came from and what she had to deal with growing up and to what she is, she would have a really good understanding of how the mindset works in that area. So I would say have her look into that. That's what she's kind of showing.
Yeah.
Okay. No, ask me. Yeah.
I just want to know, with me, like, am I going to continue prospering with what I'm doing now? Like, I know she sees that I now have a kid.
Hang on. Wait, the baby's running now?
Yeah.
Okay. She says, oh, is it a boy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because she says he's running all over the place. I said, okay. Yeah, totally knows about it. Hang on. She's talking about you putting all your work, all your effort, all your time into this. Hang on. Building it up from the ground, making it your own. Do you have your own business?
I'm starting like this spiritual candle business, like with amethyst and like things like that. Yeah. With crystals and stuff.
Yeah. Good job. Let me know. I'll hit you up. Hang on. She says it'll be rough, but keep going. It will expand itself, but not saying it'll be rough like sales wise. It's going to be rough on you keeping your mind in check, knowing that it's going to go somewhere. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So just wait. Yes, that will continue to accrue. That will continue to evolve. That will continue to move up. You just have to not veer your mindset off. Like, keep it in line. Okay. That's it. So for right now, what I want you to do is I want you to take, and this is for closing. If you have any other questions, just email me. Or if you need me again, let me know. I'll totally do it. Love it. Because she's great. So for right now, what I want you to do is I want you to take 5 or 10 minutes, and I want you to have a good breather, and I want you to have a good cry if you can. Okay. Another thing with this is, you may have a dream about her like tonight, tomorrow, the next night, or one of those people we're talking about, because she's in the air, she's hanging out, she's around. So the possibility of that happening is pretty high. And then when you have your recording tomorrow, re-listen to it, rewatch it. And then if you have any questions, just hit me up.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but she's good. I can tell you that. She's not going to come back in, which is interesting. They normally never tell me that. So I think she's done for right now. She'll be back in probably next time around though. Not in your lifetime though. Okay. Yeah, no, not a problem. And if you need me, let me know. Okay.
Okay.
I love you, baby.
Thank you.